they called me Toad then.
Toad?
Yeah. Who do you want to make fun of, Toad? And I said, I don't want to make fun of him. I want to do Jimi Hendrix, because I hadn't played it. I knew all these songs, but nobody knew them, and so there was nobody to play them with. You know, so
no one knew?
I couldn't find one person that knew a bunch of Hendrix songs.
What?
And I knew a whole bunch of them by then. You know?
I grew up on that.
Well, this is 1975.
Okay.
Okay.
But still, that's kind of
that's
entertaining.
1975 when I started doing the Hendrix show. That was, and then, but before then, and you know, and when Hendrix came out, I started learning it immediately because I already was playing the guitar, and so I just learned this stuff, but nobody knew it, and so I just played along with records for years and years, you know, and then I got this opportunity when he asked me that question. I said, I want to do Jimi Hendrix, but I don't want to make fun of him. I said, well, he just had died, you know, and I said, I've always wanted to play his music though. And so we started doing that, and it became so popular that he fired me, and then the rest of the band left the band and said, we want to go with you.
We want to jam with Toad.
And that ended up, so that ended up progressing to where we were drawing 4,500 people a night. And then it led to Apocalypse Now, and then all this other stuff, and meeting a lot of really famous people. And that's when I met Eddie and everything, and all the, you know, just a lot of people. Stevie Ray Vaughan used to open the show for me every time I hit Austin, Texas. And then he made his own, you know. But he was wearing a jeans and a t-shirt when I met him. Yeah. You know, but after we got together, you know, and we talked, you know, I used to go over to his house after we got through playing. And I don't know if he took courage the way that Jimmy did off of Little Richard, to dress the way he wanted to on stage and everything. But after that, when I finally saw Stevie Ray and starting his heyday, he was wearing that hat. And
that's such a pimpin' hat too.
And he was dressing up like Jimmy.
Yeah.
And the connection was obvious, and that's one reason why we connected backstage. All we could talk about was Jimi Hendrix and guitars, mostly Stratocasters, you know. And I always thought the name Stratocaster was the coolest name ever given to a guitar. Stratocaster. Oh my God, it's the stratosphere. It's going to cast to the stratosphere, you know. And that, to me, that's like Jimi Hendrix did exactly that to me, you know. And really, the day that he died was why I learned so much of it is because I panicked, and I thought somebody needs to keep track of this, and a guitar player should be the one. And I didn't claim to be able to do it, but I gave it my best effort, and that's all I did. Is you know. And I've heard other people do songs where they do a better job than I do, you know. And I've really studied it, but I learn from everybody, you know. So if I'm playing a part wrong, I'll watch somebody else, or if I can get a hold of Jimmy's hands doing it, it helps because I learned playing in a mirror, looking in a mirror.
Right.
And so I'm watching a left-hander.
Yeah, when you're playing, because you're
when
right-handed.
I play, I'm looking at my hand, and it's a left-hander playing backhand.
Well, that's funny because I saw a photo of you, and you were signing. Dude, you're left-handed.
I'm left-handed.
All right. So
see, I'm a lefty.
So am I.
Are you? Is that your left-handed bass?
Yeah, that's my bass out there.
Oh my God.
I'm left-handed too, and I play guitar right-handed. And when I saw
so
you
actually
signing,
are left-handed.
Yes.
This
and I
is,
saw
to
you
me,
signing.
is left-handed because you're
because
you're
fretting
the neck and you're fretting everything.
It always
with the
made
left.
sense to me.
And Jimmy had his right hand was blessed.
Jimmy was, because he could write with his right hand.
They talk about him being a lefty, but it was his right hand that was really blessed, man. That's the one he's putting the thought into, because you, as a guitar player, you have to put the thought into this hand, and then this one matches whatever this one's thinking.
Do you do the reach around thumb thing though? He had big, long thumbs, and he went around.
Oh yeah.
Can you do that? Or
well, that's what I had to learn his technique in order to learn how to play certain things. Anyway, you have to use the thumb, but that's cool, you know. I learned how to do weird things with my thumb because of that, you know. It's like turn your thumb upside down like that. You know, see that?
Yeah.
You know, that's very hard to do. But you know, it's like, there's you know a lot of you know. right away.
Yeah.
It's like he's going and it's just
I
it's
see
his
it. Yeah, you're
thumb
doing it.
right there. You know, if you try to do that with your finger, it just gets really encumbered.
I do. I actually play with the back of my thumb, depending on, because, you know what I mean? Sometimes they just hang it over. Depends
You know
on
what's-
which chord. I pinch it around like that, but it was so hard for me. I just started, and I get raw back there because I just drag it over and just drape it.
You know what's
Yeah.
cool is you know, the Stratocasters they make today and everything. They're all great and everything, right? But if you pick an old Squire and everything, they made them. There was a point where they were making them for young people, for like you know, for little kids
And
and,
it's
stuff.
so much easier
And-
to get your hand around.
And if you play with the thumb and you want to get your thumb around that, you'll get more of the feel of what Jimi Hendrix was feeling from a
Gotcha.
skinnier neck like that, that's designed for a smaller kid, because Jimmy had these gigantic hands.
Right.
Talk about
So I have a
using-
few guitars like that have Squire necks on them, and
Sweet.
that's why they have them, and I'll use them for certain things, you know.
Talk about
Yeah.
using body parts, your teeth. So I've heard somebody say that's a trick that you just mimic your teeth, but I think you're actually using your teeth. I did.
Oh
find
no, I
separate.
play with my teeth.
You do actually. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought it was like your hands. You just,
And I can prove it to you right now. I mean, like just come up real close with that
get
camera.
in there with that camera.
Get in there.
Get that zoom in.
I got no hands on the guitar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what
Yeah,
else is
yeah.
playing?
I had somebody.
I bet your
question that, though.
dentist loves you.
I had somebody
He
question
warned
if
me
was real.
against that. He wanted
Yeah.
to make me a little special implement to put on. I go, nah, I don't want to do that.
Oh, special implement.
Well, yeah, but like you put a cap on your cap. You know?
You're like, I'm about to get paid. I'm not gonna need no
All
motherfucking
right, so
special.
Randy, getting back to Funtown, the artwork on the inner sleeve here,
All right.
from what I understand, was done by you.
Yeah, you know, and I have to admit something. You see how it looks? Everyone looks like a kind of like a piece of money.
Yes.
Each one is a ticket to the ride on Funtown, you know, and each song is a ride at Funtown. And the thing that looks like money was sent in the mail. It was, I don't know, one of those win $100,000 or something like that. And we erased, me and my son got on a computer and erased the $100,000 and all that,
Right.
everything, and just took the out part of it, and I said, okay, that's what we want to make the tickets from. And so
All right,
and
so it's
then
a
I drew the
Photoshop
then
hack.
I drew the pictures for the title of each song. So I drew a picture of each title, and then on the back of the poster is the lyrics for each song.
Yes. Which is always nice to have. You know, this is why people always used to buy LPs, was because you had the artwork,
But
the
now
lyrics.
my eyes are so bad, I can't.
I
read
know,
them.
I can't even read that.
I know, I have to put on
Cool,
reading
cool
glasses.
thing is that the lyrics are in his handwriting. We did.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's not.
We used
it's
his
not.
handwriting.
Let me put my reading glasses on. I can see it.
It's Randy Hansen font,
All right, I see. I see.
It's font our age.
which is printing, which is I never went past the 5th grade in my writing.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, probably 5th grade they were already teaching cursive writing, but I just never got onto it, and I only signed my name in cursive, but I print everything else.
That's how I write. I write
Me
everything
too.
in just in print,
Me too.
in block letters, all capital letters. But in cursive, I only do my legal signature.
Me too.
Great men do great things.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
I'm
like
not